Am I on here? Okay, so testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me now? Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, can you hear me? All right, so I need to know. So, guys, I need people typing to me real quick. Can you all hear me? I'm very sorry that we're not working. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Okay. So, next question. Can you hear me well, Mohammed? Mike, do you hear me okay? Or, goodness sakes. So, yeah. All right. So, guys, we're just going to have to make go with what we got here today. I can turn this up a little bit, I guess. Hang on. All right. Is that a little bit better? Okay, we're just going to go with this. Hey, everybody, it's Mike Meyers. You can tell him, So we're back at the downstairs studio after a few months of hiatus, it's good to be back here. More important is, Dave, you said better audio. Does it mean we got it, or do I need to get better audio? All right, so, hey, Andre, good to see you, man. Yeah, so we're back in the downstairs studio. I've been messing with this. I've been playing with this for the last hour, and I just keep making it worse. But we're going to be doing this, and we'll be seeing more and more of me here. The remote studio was, 30 some odd miles away, and I think this is just a better way for me to do my due. So good to be back here. All right. So anyway, more than one. Okay. I love fixing audio and video in the middle of a live stream, or at least at the beginning, but I think we got it this time. All right. So anyway, guys, it's good to see you again. Welcome to the Monday edition of the Mike Meyers live stream, Ask Mike Anything. We are going to be going through, I got some interesting stuff I want to talk about today, and I got to be honest with you, I have an offer for you. People I know, so I got to be careful here, all right? So if you're a brand new person, I can't guarantee that I'm going to make this same offer to you, but I really want to talk to some of the folks who've been on here for a while, and basically it's an opportunity to make a little bit of money if you're at all interested. Honestly, I've been thinking about Andre and Tolowit more than anybody else, but it's a few $100s for like 1 hour's work, so we're going to be talking about this. Basically, what's happening is, you know what? Let me save it because there's. All right, so I'm trying to. Am I lighting up? Guys, I'm getting another bad stall. Am I showing up? I'm going to call Dave Rush. That way we're not.
You're fine. Not showing any stalling here.
All right, because I'm completely locked up on screen, just so you know.
I'm watching you live. I'm hearing you fine.
Thank you, sir. Bye. All right, so basically, here's the deal. The company who bought me out, National Cyber Group, is looking for some help. And basically, I'm asking for people to host some shows. And we're still negotiating the price, but it's going to be between $200 to $300 per show. And, oh God, where's my mic? All right. Guys, we're just going to have to keep her going here for a little bit. All right, I'm just going to trust my buddy Dave Rush. Let me know what's going on. So, well, let me give you an example. I was really thinking about doing something in the Netherlands, but it's very hard for me to get there. And National Cyber Group, God bless them, they're a startup and they're careful with their money. But if my buddy Andre wanted to host a little something, we're talking physical hosting here, Andre. You know, have a little location, a location where people can come visit, maybe at a pub, you know, maybe at a school or something like that. And, you know, we'll handle all the setup. We'll give you a connection to a Zoom meeting. Literally, the only thing you have to do is open up your laptop at a location where a few other people might want to show up publicly and do a presentation. I will be part of that presentation with you, okay? So it's not like I'm just asking you to do this by yourself. I'll be on there, and other members of CyberNow Labs will be on there. And, you know, if you're in Houston, Texas, you're out of luck because I can handle Houston. But I'm looking for more far-flung places. West Coast of the United States, Europe, maybe some Asian areas. It really depends on them. But if it's something you'd like to pursue, give me a holler, will you? I'm easy enough to connect to if you need me. Yeah, if you want to get a hold of me, just check my email address. It's michaelm@totalsem.com. And just get connected to me and let me know if you would be interesting. Well, I mean, it's all over the place, guys. I'm not locking this down to, you know, any place. There were two places in particular that caught my eye. Number one was Hawaii, which is a tricky place for me to get to, and I can't get anybody to pay for me to go to Hawaii speculatively for marketing. And then secondly would be the Netherlands because I miss my buddy Andre. I'd like to go see your neck of the woods, man. So let's keep that in mind. And guys, I'm just picking on Tolowit and Andre, but literally, I would extend this offer to just about anybody who's listening in. And you know, there's almost no prep work. Find a location, make sure you have a laptop, and make sure that location has a good internet connection. And then sit in on one little training meeting so you hear the spiel. Yeah, easy money, something to think about. Yeah, no MLM, guys. Yeah, so I threw this idea out to the management, and they're like, we'll talk about this. I literally said the word Tolowit and Andre in a board meeting for National Cyber Group. Who loves you, baby? All right, so anyway, so the goal here is pretty straightforward. All I need you guys to do is send me your questions, and you send the questions basically by just typing them into the chat window here. On that chat window where it says top chat at the top, go ahead and hit live chat to get rid of the algorithm. Oh, that looks much better. Ali, no one else is complaining about the microphone. Everybody can hear me just fine. I'm sure people will say things if they can't. I apologize. So, Ali, I think it might just be, I hope it's just you. Otherwise, lots of people would be hollering at me. But look, I'm not going to talk about anything. That's the only serious thing I'm going to be talking about for the next 10 or 15 minutes. I just want to throw that out because it's not something I'm going to throw out to the public. This is something that I'm going to send to a few people who I know well and who I trust. And if you don't like the deal, that's fine. I'm cool with that too. But a little something. The other thing you got to keep in mind is if you're interested in a little bit of exposure, this is a good way to get started. You know what I mean? There's like 2 hours of work a month, and you get paid a few $100. So it might be something to think about. Patricia, you're down in Florida. I'd be willing to talk about Florida too. I'm not saying no to anybody at this point. So let's go and let's get some questions in. Remember, we started at 2 o'clock, even though we had a little bit of a stall with all my strange things happening here, but I think we're in good shape. But we will run until 3 o'clock or until the questions run out, whichever happens first. Yeah, I want to make an entrance. That's me. I've been so frustrated. I work on this thing and it frustrates me. We'll get there. So anyway, let's get back up to the top and see who's here. So we got what looks to be a new face, Mike Segworth. Another Floridian, Central Florida. So does that mean Kissimmee or Orlando there, Mike? He's on the phone with India. Hello, hello. I'm literally started at the beginning of all the stuff. Mike, can you say the answers to your contest questions after you pick a winner? Yes, I usually do, don't I? Vegas, Bren, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you for a little bit. Catherine Legrand. It's everybody, all the cool people here. J.N. Mesa, you are a new person in my opinion, and I say hello to you. Mohammed, we go way back. Yeah, I had a little fun. I was making salsa this morning. See, in Texas, we like to make our own fresh salsa. It tastes better. And I'm making salsa, and I don't deal with hot food really well, but I love the flavor of mainly habaneros. I like jalapenos, but I really like the flavor of habaneros, but because I can't tolerate a lot of heat, I have to be really careful with it. And we ended up making a small mistake, and I have been in horrific pain for the last, 35, 40 minutes, and just finally starting to cool down a little bit. Yeah, be careful with those habaneros, man. They are deadly, and I should have been more careful. I knew better. Juan Flores, good to see you. Cosmic Cat just passed my A+. Oh, thank God. Cosmic Cat, you get a huge round of applause on that one. Well done to you, young lady. Well done. Do Tolowit and I get paid? Well, if you do this gig, I'll pay you guys. It's just good to have that out of your face, huh, Cosmic Cat? Well done. Well done. So I'm just going through looking for questions, as I always do. Yeah, we had a pretty serious job, and we're still working on it. So the new videos are being posted up literally as we speak. So if you're a LinkedIn or Udemy, those are the two we're going to do first because they're our biggest customers. But there's other folks right behind that. So if you're using my videos on any source, watch the 1101, 1102s are up. The A+ book has been. We've got 3 chapters that have to go through a copy edit, or actually what's known as a page proof. That one final look at before it's submitted. So that's going to be done. Then we just wait for the printers in China to have enough space to print the books, however long that takes. And so we're working on the practice questions. And man, we really had to clean out a lot of older questions. Not so much that there was any problem with the questions per se, but they say like Windows 7 or something like that. And finally getting a little space there, so thank goodness for that. So we'll see some updated stuff soon. Yeah, again, Dave Rush, I cannot see the actual production here, so I'm going to count on you to let me know if we have problems here in terms of the live stream. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I had this all tested. I knew it was working great. Now it's not working great, and I'm alone here. All right, let's go see the questions here. Mike, so you're northwest of Orlando. There's nothing northwest of Orlando. I'm kidding. TD Washington. All right. Yeah, sorry guys. We're gonna tweak this one more time. I didn't change things. Yes, Dave. I'm Dave Rush. From this moment on, I know I'm fine until you tell me otherwise. Guys, poor Dave is like, "You're fine, Mike. It's okay. It's all good." What was I saying? I forgot. Blue Lantern, homemade salsa sounds delicious. Blue Lantern, I'm going to tell you right now, man, once you start making your own salsa, I mean, come on. Tomatoes, onions, jalapenos, some garlic, some olive oil. Those are your 5 basics, and you can go a million ways to Sunday from there. and it's going to taste 1,000 times better than anything you buy in a store. Mike, you're doing Network Plus on Wednesday. Good luck to you, Mike. Break a leg. Super Omar 64. Oh, I need to toggle on my. I did not toggle on my timestamps like I tell you guys to do. There we go. Blue Lantern, will your A+ ebook come with electronic practice tests? Yeah, there's some. We give you like a couple of hundred free ones, Blue Lantern. But if you want the entire bank, well, then we get more money from you. But like my entire test bank is under $70. So, I mean, it's not like I charge that much. Vegas Brent, will IPv4 go away when IPv6 is fully implemented, adopted? IPv6 is fully implemented, adopted now. Will IPv4 go away? Theoretically, yes. So you got to remember, IPv6 is fully implemented. As long as we have all the main DNS servers are running, and everybody at Tier 1 has IPv6, and has for a few years now. I'm unaware of anybody who doesn't. It's probably an overseas thing. But I have seen websites out there that are dumping IPv4. It's not like it's going to be one day everybody agrees and we're all going to dump it. It's not it. It's just as people gain more and more confidence with IPv6, more and more, primarily websites more than anything else, start to dump it. It's just that we've all worked so hard to get all this IPv4 working that there's really not a whole lot of motivation to, you don't have to turn off IPv4, you understand? You're going to be using DNS anyway, right? So you're just typing in www.google.com. So as long as you have an IPv6 stack on your individual system and you have a server going to IPv6, you're connected. So it's not like we're ever going to really get rid of IPv4. I guarantee you 20 years from now there's going to be some weird website, and forget that, a local area network somewhere that's still running IPv4. So Mike, you're going to go take it at a test. You take your Network Plus at a test center. I got to tell you, I'm kind of okay with that idea. When the test at home first started, it seemed to be okay, but now we're getting some rules in there that make me less happy about it. So just watching stuff. All right. So Daniel Thibodeau. Hey, Daniel. Good Lord, Mike. You're gonna then do Security Plus by the 3rd week of October. Mike, what's your big plan here, man? Are you looking for work? Talk to me, dude. Daniel Thibodeau. Which ports do you think are worth committing to memory? If it's listed on a CompTIA Network Plus, it's worth committing to memory. And then there's probably another 30 to 50 on top of that I would think most people are. So I'm not going to sit here and enumerate 50 ports to you right now. It's the ones we talk about. Don't make it hard. Oh yes, Toloet, of course, cilantro. Of course, I got tons of cilantro too. All right, where are we at here? Looking for questions. Andre, my kids prefer homemade pizza. I like homemade pizza too. Savage Cabbage, how's it going, killer? Oh, do keep in mind that Dave posted at 2:21 our list of the ports you need to know. And keep in mind the ports that we have listed that you need to know are really more for how to pass an exam. But you should know all those ports. That Dave has a link to it. Feel free to download that and use that as a guide. That'll do a great job for you. It must be meme. Just got offered the chance to lead a peer study group for 1101, 1102. It's paid, and that includes prep time. Just passed my exams, and I'm not sure whether to go for it or not. Well, why not? I mean, do you have another job? Are you busy? Why not go for it? Sounds like fun. I'd do it. It must be meme. I know I don't have all the details to make a judgment like that, but I don't know. I like to teach, so if I get an opportunity to teach, I'm going to do it. Blue Lantern, is the test bank available yet? No, but it's very close. Is it compatible with mobile? Yes, the Total Tester works on mobile just fine. Look, if it works on my Galaxy Foldable, it's going to work on your regular slab phone. I'm underemployed and just want credit for what I know. All right, Mike, go for it. I got to tell you, though, and Mike, you're doing the right thing, is, once you pick up the big 3 certs, then it's a matter, but once you get Security Plus, you need to really be looking at going for that next job. Hey, Brittany, good to see you, kid. I love to learn new things too, Mike. Completely with you on that one. All right, so what do we got here? Okay, so a couple of things. Number one, I know some people are a little shy. Hey, if the gig that I was talking to you guys about, if that's of any interest to you, send me an email and let me know that you might be interested. I'm sure the one thing you're going to want is more details, and I don't blame you. But my email address is michaelm@totalsem.com, and I would sure appreciate anybody who's interested in that, as well as if you just have regular questions. Of course, feel free to email me. That's what I'm here for, and I'm always glad to help out. That's my job. So, yeah, if you're a gamer, I'm Senior Pepe on Steam, and I'm Desweds at just about everything else on Earth. So, how's that for easy? 649. I don't know what that means. It must be me. I think I will. I think it will keep me sharp. Thank you for the encouragement. Yeah, no worries, man. That's what I'm here for. Mike, I'm telling you, after Security Plus, Mike, you need to go get a better job. I don't know how underemployed you are, but once you have those 3 core exams, there's enough work out there right now that you don't need. And Linux Plus, Pen Test, CCNA, these are all great certs. I'm not going to complain. But don't gather certs just to gather certs, Mike. Go work. So the problem is I don't know what underemployed means. And you know what? This might not be the right venue to talk about it. One place that you could talk about it is on our Discord channel. For Mike and the rest of you who are unaware, we have a wonderful, active little hoppin' Discord channel. And most of the crazy people that you're seeing here, not most, but a number of the people you're seeing here in this AMA show up in our Discord channel. Dave Rush, if he hasn't already, has put a Discord link, an invite for you. Please join the Discord channel. It's a lot of fun. And then you can tease Andre all you want, like I do. But, Linux Plus. See, this is the thing, Mike. Like, for example, Linux Plus. You shouldn't take a Linux Plus until you know you're going into Linux, in my opinion. Pen Test. Pen Test is a great one. But again, A+, Net Plus, Security Plus, that's enough to get you started, dude. You should, look, you say you're underemployed. You might be making $250,000 a year. I don't know what underemployed means. Don't throw numbers out on a chat channel. But you should be getting out there. Daniel Thibodeau. Daniel, we're no longer giving away vouchers. CompTIA has stopped that cold. There will be no more voucher giveaways for the foreseeable future. We cross our fingers that maybe one day in the future they'll do it again, but I wouldn't be holding my breath. CompTIA said, hard no. So, but we'll be giving away free practice questions if that helps. I'm starting my A+ course tomorrow through a community college. I'm ready to pass the A+. Okay, Brittany, go for it, babe. Anytime you want to talk, kid. Andre, planning on getting Security Plus before the end of the year, before my practice questions expire. Oh, Andre, you can just compete again and get more, huh? RH16712. Now, that's a cheerful moniker there, nom de plume. A plus got me a government job here in Virginia. So yeah, studying for Network Plus now, but A plus is good to have. Yeah, we're in a time of wild demand. I'm not going to do the whole y'all need to join Cyber Now Labs, 6-week course. We'll do that some other time. But what I do want to tell you is that I've never seen the job market hotter than it is right now. Even with, a little bit of inflation and people saying this, that, and the other, just go on LinkedIn. I mean, there's over 50 jobs that show up just on the LinkedIn IT security analyst type jobs, entry level. 50 a day show up on LinkedIn. And so I think things are going just fine. You got to remember, guys, this is the important thing, is that especially if you're looking for, specific types of jobs like IT security analyst, for example, which my new company, National Cyber Group, works with a group called Cyber Now Labs to push, is that you're going to be completely, what's the word I'm looking for? When everything goes down, recessionary, not really, certainly not depression. When things cool off, these are the jobs that are still in demand. It's not like, we can fire a bunch of waiters because a bunch of restaurants closed. These are data centers, and they don't turn off. Not very often. All right, Dave, thank you for putting up that Discord link. That is amazing. Jeremy Milligan, on the voucher thing. I passed Core 2 last month with one of your vouchers. Many thanks. Good on you, brother. That's what they're there for. I wish we could do more. That really was a great deal while it lasted, wasn't it? Chris Kent. Hey, Chris. Since the test will be available within the next 30 days, I wanted to hold my winnings until it's available. Chris, you can't do that. That's not going to happen. Chris, I'm a little teeny tiny company, okay? Really about the only people who run things, at least in terms of the interface with you and me, Chris, is me and Dave Rush. There's no holding. So, Chris, I want you to even stop thinking about that. And if you're like, well, Mike, it's not going to do me any good then. Well, that's okay then too, Chris. So what you need to do, Chris Kent, is just start competing again when you're ready. Come on, we barely get 30, 40 people show up most days, and half of those people have won so many times I don't even let them win anymore. So, Chris, if you won something and now it didn't work out, then just let it expire or whatever you want to do. And you know where we're at. Come on back. We do this 3 days a week. Come on back here, Chris. You know you're a sharp tech. You'll win again, okay? But that's the best we can do. I'm just not some big organization that can, start making stuff. And Chris, I know we've talked about this, and I want to help, and Dave wants to help, but you're asking far more than you think. And I apologize, but it won't happen. Just come on back and compete again. It must be me. It must be meme. For the Cyber Now class, placement is guaranteed in cybersecurity, right? Absolutely not. There is no guarantee at all. What I'm going to tell you is this, is that anybody, if you can get through their interview process, they have an extremely high pass rate. What we discovered is that a lot of people, a surprisingly large number of people, would go through the CNL training and just disappear. Poof. They never used any of the placement tools. They never talked to anybody. They just up and left. So I don't know what's going on. We track a few of them down. Most of them just got jobs on their own so quickly that they're like, they didn't want to. And you also keep in mind that Cyber Now Labs offers a deal. This program is $6,800. It's not cheap. But Cyber Now Labs, if you hit certain points, like you have your Security Plus and a few things like that, you only have to pay half, $3,400. And a bunch of people came in out of, I think people paid the $3,400, got the Cyber Now Labs certification. Pretty much everybody goes, oh, Cyber Now Labs, heck yeah, we'll hire you right now. And they did the little run away because they didn't want to pay the other half of the tuition. Don't try that now, man. We got you locked down legally. So if we get you a job, you really have to pay this time. That always surprised me. I mean, come on. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I just can't deal with that right now. So where we're cyber down. So, but there is. It must mean there is no guarantee. All right. The problem is, I just don't trust people to go through the stuff they want to do. That's why we do this whole blue chip program where you only pay half up front and all this. But yeah, there is no guarantee. So if you're looking for a guarantee, don't do this. All right. There are some people. I'm not going to lie. Some people have put $6,800 down and haven't found work. It surprises me the people that I run into that do that, to be honest with you. Mainly because, Hassan and the guys, even just to get into this program, even before we want to take your money, we want you to get a job, because if we don't have a real high pass rate, we're going to look bad. So I don't even want to let people in this program who don't have like a really good shot at taking it. And I got to tell you, this is my opinion, okay? Guys, remember, I got bought out, so I got no power anymore, all right? I just kiss babies and give opinions. That's all I do. But I will tell you this. If I, Mike Meyers, was running National Cyber Group, I would perform a guarantee. They're that good. They are that good. Now, it wouldn't be, I don't know, money-back guarantee, 50%. I'd do something, But that is my level of confidence with this program, guys. So that speaks volumes right there. Okay. But no, it is not guaranteed. We don't have to take just any available IT job. Wow, now I really don't. Okay. CyberNow Labs posts people as both entry level and, believe it or not, once you get out of their program, even tier 2 security analysts working in a security operations center. They know everybody in the business. You have many, many full-time employees of National Cyber Group whose only job is to make sure you, Miss Recent Graduate, is working. Long before you're even graduated, you're already getting the resume put together. It's being submitted. They show you places. Submit your resume on your own, too. I get scared when I see people like, oh, well, I'm just sitting here. Well, go get me a job. You should have never been in the program if you're one of these type of people. Well, give me a job. I paid my $6,800. Stick to plan A. Go get your Security Plus. Go get a $17 an hour entry-level job. You'll be fine. I don't want to have the angst of somebody who's put a lot of money down saying, you didn't do me any good. I don't even want to hear that. It must be mean. Contact me, send me an email, and you and I can talk directly. And again, if you're not successful, I look bad. So I need you to be successful. Whew, I'm going to get off my high horse there, because that's... But it must be, send me an email. I will talk to you directly about it. A handful of patience is worth more than a bushel of brains. Yeah, that's a good one. Those wacky Dutch, Patricia, they come up with all kinds of good ones. 229. How long do you recommend to study for Security Plus before taking the exam? Right now, okay, so Savage Cabbage number 1, I don't have it in front of me. Do I? Maybe I do. Nope. Maybe. In the front of all my books, I generate a table that helps you kind of guesstimate the amount of time you need to study for an exam, okay? And, it's in here somewhere. Did somebody take it out? I find that people who have a Network Plus certification usually need about 140 to 200 hours of study to pass Security Plus. Maybe a little bit less than that. So it's everybody's different. There's not a table. I have a table in my Security Plus book. What the heck? It just says, based on these skills, how long it should take. Some problem I run into when I have too many people who are editors. Trey Dilla, you passed the 1002 and you're certified. Oh, man. Trey, you were making me nervous. You were cutting that close because, remember, next month they're going to close the 1001, 1002. But well done. Trey Dilla, you got it. That's the important thing. Go get a job, man. Seriously, well done, Trey Dilla. Oh, okay, so I got to tell you, we got some fun stuff happening. First of all, on Wednesday, Steve Nicholson, the SME for the new CompTIA Total Seminars, the guy who's basically replacing me as the pretty face on the video camera, is going to be back on. We had him on last week or week before, I forget. He was great. Everybody wants him back. He's going to be coming back on. And so be ready. It's going to be a lot of fun. Steve's going to have some real insight to be talking about. We're going to be concentrating mainly on A+, but we're going to be talking a little bit about outside that as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Steve on this Wednesday. Next week, have I got a treat for you. I've got my buddy from CyberNow Labs, one Richard Chapman, who you haven't met, but you're going to see him. Richard and I have already started a series called Two Bald Nerds. Miss Terry, you got to get through here. You know they see you in the mirror as you walk past.
Oh, that's nice. At least I
Here, come here, Tara. Come say hi to everybody real quick.
Oh, my gosh.
My best assistant and housekeeper ever. This is Tara. Tara, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
All
how
right.
Are you? Sorry.
No worries. We'll see you in the morning, boss.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to have Richard Chapman here. Richard and I are going to really be talking about why all this IT security stuff is happening right now. I mean, everybody pretty much knows we've got all this demand. But I want to really get into why it's happening. What's the realistic, somebody like It Must Be Meme who, if you drop $6,800, you need an extremely high degree of confidence that you're going to be getting a great job, right? I would. And so that's really going to be kind of the challenge with these guys. They've placed thousands of people, okay? And Richard, and he's a young guy. He looks just like, he looks like a skinnier, better looking version of me. Bald hair, goatee, glasses. I mean, what else do you want? But he's going to be on Monday the 19th. I can't recommend it enough. You definitely need to check him out. Mike, what did you just say about closing the 1001 and 1002? Bearded Rob, the CompTIA A+, 220-1001 and 220-1002 exams are going to be retired in October. I believe it is the end of the month in October. We have had the new exams out since April, the 1101 and the 1102, and you could take either the old or the new exam now for about 6 months. However, CompTIA announced a year ago that the 1001 and the 1002 are going to be retired at the end of October. If you've taken, for example, the 1001 exam, but you haven't taken the 1002, if that time period lapses, you have to retake both exams. Well, you have to retake the 1101, but does that make sense? Okay. So I hope that clarifies the question you were asking for. Mike, I heard LastPass was hacked recently. Mike, I don't know anything about that, so I'm going to trust on you on that about. Mike, again, at 2:30. Can you talk about getting credits to help you renew your certs? Sure. So CompTIA has continuing education options out there, and where you can renew your certifications. The best, look, you can, like a lot of times just going to a conference or something is good enough to update a particular certification. If you've taken a course, it doesn't have to be a certification course. You could be taking like if you're a teacher and you're taking some summertime courses, those can often allow you to give you credit. And when I say credit, they're going to let you update your exam. Like for example, if you've got the Network Plus, but it's lapsed and you want the next Network Plus, it's that type of thing. There's a lot of options in there. In fact, you can even contact CompTIA directly, and they'll, depending on what your situation is, they can give you some insight. But the best way to do that is to head over to the CompTIA website. That's www.comptia.org. And Dave Rush is all ahead of me. And at 2:42, good God, what happened to our day, Dave? At 2:42, Dave posted a link to the CompTIA credit page. Please check that out. A lot of people. Bearded Rob. So is it a waste of time that I'm studying for that? No. It's all I'm... Bearded Rob, I don't know you, buddy. Did Bearded Rob... Dave Rush, the only person who can answer this is Dave Rush. Dave Rush, did Bearded Rob say he's already passed the 1001? So I don't know. I don't like the word wasted my time, all right? Let's just say you've passed the, I'm trying to, Bearded Rob, I don't know anything about you. It just frustrates me a little bit when people say terms like wasting one's time. I don't like that. All right, so Bearded Rob. So did you already take the 1001? If you've already taken and passed the 1001, you've got about 45 days to pass the 1002. So no, it's you're not out of time. You're not wasting your time. If you haven't yet taken the 1001, I think at 45 days you're cutting it a little close. But if you're all like ready to go, you might want to consider it. The downside is if you fail an exam, let's say you fail the 1002, okay, and you don't take it again by October 30th or 31st, I think that's the date, yeah, then you've wasted your time. So, Bearded Rob, do me a favor, send me an email. Here, buddy. Bearded Rob, send me an email, michaelm@totalsim.com, and let's talk about your situation in detail, and I will happily help you out. I'm here for you, Bearded Rob. We'll get it together. Da-da-da. Guys, when you see me like this, I'm just looking for questions. That's all I'm doing. So just bear with me a little bit. Oh, Dave, the 1001 and 1002 retire on October 20th. Thank you. And Mike was confirming that. Mike Sageworth, thank you for that, sir. Mike, you're a new guy, but you're acting like somebody who's been around a lot. I appreciate the input a lot. Looking for Bearded Rob, is it the same info? No, Bearded Rob, why are you even asking a question like this? CompTIA updates their exams every 3 years, okay? The new 1101 and 1102 are very different from the 1001, 1002. For example, on the 1102, it's only really Windows 10, sort of Windows 11. So all the old Windows 7, 8, 8.1 finally is off there. Got it? So there's a lot of details there. You need to head over to www.comptia.org, download the objectives. Or you can buy any of my training materials. We put the objectives in the front. They're free. It doesn't cost us anything to throw them in there. All right? But head over to CompTIA. Take a look at the objectives for the new exams, and you'll see that they are quite different. Yeah, Bearded Rob, you're fine. You just started studying. That's great. You know, take a 1 or 2 week break and wait for all my stuff to come up, and we'll be in good shape. I'm sorry I misunderstood. I'm taking notes. Outstanding. Whew. Man, Bearded Rob, you had me nervous there, my brother. There's nothing worse than right at the end of an exam when someone's taken, for A+ in particular, when someone's taken one but they haven't taken the other. All right, I'm just happy. Blue Lantern, backing me up. Thank you, brother. All right. This is my first time on the Q&A, but I have a lot to say. You're very welcome. Be careful, Mike. You're going to end up like Andre or something like that, and you're going to have to start showing up to weddings and things like that. Peter Hunt, good God. Hey, and Bearded Rob, never apologize for asking questions. That's literally what this AMA is for, my friend. I want you to relish in what you perceive as stupid questions. That's my job. I'm going to have to give you a little story. Oh, my goodness. No, I'm not, because I have to give a contest, and we're only 10 minutes left. Remind me one of these times to tell you a story about Hyman Rickover, famous Navy admiral. But all are welcome. Bearded Rob mine. Peter Hunt. How bad could it get by disabling core isolate? Whoa, 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 whoa. How bad could it get by disabling core isolation in Windows 11? Needed to use my GNS3 in VMware. How bad could it get? You know, I haven't really come up with a reason to disable core isolation yet. So honestly, Peter Hunt, you have me at a disadvantage here. I'm not even sure where I would use that. I did one read through on it, but that was about it. I did a lot of read through today. Did you guys hear about Intel's new 13th gen processor coming out? 248 watts. Man, you can fry an egg on that thing. I don't remember the name of the CPU, but it's coming out. Gosh, I always hate when we run out of time and good questions come up. All right, so let's go ahead real quick, Dave Rush, while we're here. Let's have a competition. Guys, here's how we compete. Hey, I'm looking like this. Hey, yeah, yo, hey. We're going to have a quick competition. The competition is for 90-day access to the practice questions of your choice. Here at Total Seminars, we call our practice questions the Total Tester. So we have A+, Net+, Security+, all kinds that are out there. And whoever answers this question right wins, okay? Let me see if I can do this in my head. So, in order to win this competition, whoever writes down the first answer that I agree with wins. This is not a fair competition, guys. I try to make it fair, but anything can go wrong. Even things like the order that the answers show up in the live chat, it's different for different people, so don't go counting on that. All right, so here we go. What command can you run from a Windows command line interface? I don't care what you use. Let's say PowerShell. Let's keep PowerShell or a regular. If you want to do the old school command, it would work there too. What command could you run on your computer to see what ports are being listened on? So for example, if you have a web server running on your computer, you will have a listening port of 80 and 443. What program can you run from a command line to determine what are your listening ports? Beautiful. I got it. All right, let's see if we get some answers showing up. So this is a command, this command is 25 years old, folks, that you can run from a command line to determine what ports you're listening on your system. This is the last thing we're going to do, and then we're going to have to call it a day. Oh, we got a lot of people. Thermal paste pass, you're hilarious. Zerxic, good to see you, man. I'm going to have to look into this core isolation thing, guys. I honestly, I am aware of it, but I've never actually had to run it. Okay, Patricia, it's not ipconfig. Ooh. I got to test it. A few of you put in answers I wasn't expecting. I guess that does work. All right. All right, well, this is going to be easy then because it popped up early. We're going to give it to the new guy, Mike Segworth, netstat -a. I would have taken a few other commands, but netstat -a is the easy one. Go ahead and try that. Open up a command line on your Windows system, do a netstat -a, and see what ports are open. I don't have any easy way to do it on my machine, or I would here. But anyway, so I'm going to give you netstat -a. I'd have taken a few others. If anybody had just said netstat, and that's all I had, I would have may have let them go away. But I wanted to see NetStat minus A. Mike Sageworth, congratulations. You have won 90-day free access to the practice questions of your choice. Now, in order to claim this prize, Mike, you got to jump through a couple of hoops. Hoop number one, you have to send it, well, the only hoop you have to do is send an email to my buddy Dave Rush. That's daver@totalsem.com. In that email, put in your YouTube name, Mike Sageworth. Put in your email address. Yeah, Mike, I know it's an email, but I still want you to put your email address in the body of the email. And then number three, tell us which practice exams you want. If you're not sure what you want, head on over to www.totalsem.com. Thumb through there, find some practice exams. You know, we have lots, many, many different types of practice exams in there, and you are welcome to take whatever you like. Just let Dave Rush know. So congratulations to you. All right, well, guys, I'm going to have to run here. I know it's a couple minutes early, but a few minor issues. Things are blowing up left and right as usual. Keep on. We got a lot of fun stuff coming this week, and next week in particular. And in fact, next month, we're going to be doing remotes from Austin, Texas. Yeehaw! All right, Austin is so liberal. Austin is kind of like my long-haired liberal cousin. They're long-haired liberals, but you love them, you know, and you mess with them, have a beer with them, and that is all good. And I do enjoy getting out to Austin. It's a fun place. Love the music scenes out there. So we'll definitely be out there and seeing you guys soon. So I am out the door here, guys. I will be talking to y'all again on Wednesday. Until then, this is your Uncle Mike saying bye-bye. I don't even know if I can shut this down. We're going to see what happens. This could be funny, guys. Y'all have a great week. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.